What two states have the biggest gambling market in the nation? If you said Nevada as being the first state, you'd be absolutely correct. However, if you said any state other than the state of Pennsylvania, unfortunately you'd be incorrect. Yes, my friends, believe it or not, Pennsylvania is the number 2 state that has the biggest gambling market in the nation, next to Nevada. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Malia, and I'm going to talk to you today about why casinos should remain legalized. Now, this topic is so broad that I've decided to narrow it down a little bit and give you just a few of the reasons why I believe casinos should remain legalized and why you should too. But before I get into that, one of my first topics is going to be about how the casino came about, which of course started with gambling. Now, gambling has been around legally since 1931, and yes, it was actually started in Las Vegas, Nevada. According to an article entitled Nevada Legalizes Gambling, which was written by an unknown author on History.com, Nevada was the first state to actually become legalized, and the reason why was it was in an effort to reduce the pains and the effects, the negative effects that occurred to that state after the Great Depression. The American Gaming Association has a fact sheet on their website, which is entitled Pivotal Dates in Gambling History. It's also written by an unknown author. But in this article, it states that the second state to legalize gambling was New Jersey. And Atlantic City was where they opened their first casino, which was in 1978. So over 45 years later, 2 states actually became legalized when it came to casino gambling. Now, as the years went by, more and more states saw the success that these 2 states were having, so they decided to, of course, legalize as well. So currently, there are 23 states that have commercial casino gambling, and there are 29 states that have tribunal casino gambling. Now, of course, casinos didn't run themselves, so one of the big pluses to having casinos legalized is the extraordinary amount of employment opportunities that it brings. Which brings me to my next topic. Now, employment opportunities are plentiful in casinos. You know, you don't have to just be on the floor. It ranges from being a janitor to being a dealer to being a pit boss. Now, according to the Nevada Statewide Casino Employment Report from the UNLV Center of Gaming Research, over 174,000 people were employed in casinos in the year of 2011. Now, these range in all different departments of casinos. Like I stated, it ranged from being a janitor, janitorial services, to food services, to room service, to hotel staff, to pool staff. Now, there's a new tribal casino that's actually being built in Rohnert Park, California, and they promise over 400 new jobs just from the beginning, from the start, from the moment they open their doors. And that was per an article written by Mr. Matt Villano on USAToday.com. And his article was titled, All In, Gambling Options Proliferate Across the USA. Now, as history evolved, more casinos were built with more job opportunities. However, one of the other big pluses why casinos should be legalized is that it's not just for the gambler anymore. There are so many other things that involve the entire family, or it doesn't even have to include kids. If you're an adult and you don't want to gamble, there's so many things you can choose from, so many things you can do. For example, let's say you have a hard day's work. You are tired and you are beat. You want to go to a spa. Well, guess what? Casinos have spas now, like the Qua Baths and Spa, which is located in Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. Also, let's say you want to go to the mall. Guess what? Casinos have those too. There's one called the Arundel Mills Mall in Maryland. This mall has a typical shopping stores, just like any other mall would have. They even have a Best Buy and a Dave & Buster's in the hotel. Let's say you don't want to go to the mall. Let's say you've gone to the spa, you're done with the mall, you want to get some entertainment. Well, why don't you go to a concert? Casinos have concerts too. Let's say you want to go see a boxing match. Are you into UFC? Casinos have those too. So, but they also, let's say you have kids. You can't do all this stuff. Well, they have all kind of kid activities. For example, Circus Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada has a huge arcade within their casino. And they have carnival rides. They have, you name it, they have it. Animals, anything that a kid would love, this casino has it. So as you can see, casinos have made an impact in many areas and in many lives. You know, from its birth after the Great Depression to over 80 years later, casinos have forever influenced communities. You know, they help people get jobs. They help people find things to do. The money that they bring in, you know, it just helps the communities in so many ways. And what began with just gambling has grown to include spending weekends in hotels, lounging in spas, playing with your kids in the arcade, taking them to circus shows. Keeping casinos legal maintains the quality of life for people of all ages. It also provides entertainment for millions of people across the world and job opportunities for hundreds of thousands. Thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a great day, and you now can see why casinos should remain legalized.